Hey guys, so I'm recording this screen. I'm gonna start the music. Anyway, what I was doing, I was working on this, and I remembered that I should be recording this. So that's what I'm gonna do. So let me get this music started, so that I was enjoying the music I was listening to, but I can't play it because of the copyrights. So therefore, we're listening to the YouTube music, and we're listening to the YouTube music, and I'm gonna turn down the desktop audio a little bit so that it doesn't overpower my talking. I think that's the right control to do it. Not for sure. Okay, so it'll be playing in the background, but it's not gonna be over powerful. So at least it's something. I was enjoying the music I was listening to, but like I said, not copyright free, so I can't play it. All right, so what I did was, I think in the last video, I was using these references for somebody riding something, and the stirrups and whatnot, and then the giraffe itself. So I'm done with those. I ended up with this one. Okay. So now this one, I took it over and I made a copy of it, obviously. I actually might use this one again because I was thinking about making multiple versions. Like these are like, he's not alone is like, it's part of a group or something. Also might move their feet around a little bit. But anyway, so then I took it over here and in the copy, I made it bigger so that I could get more detail on it because I felt that I actually made the canvas bigger, and just so I could zoom in more on this one and do more detail work before it got too small. Because I had a lot of stuff implied here, and I wanted to clean it up here. So then what I did was I took the image and image adjustments, and I changed the color balance and went with the kind of this kind of orangey kind of color that I figured was in the giraffe anyway. So I brought it in here, and it's kind of been my main color I've been working off of. But right now I'm putting in the metal, and I'm going to put in other colors too because he's wrapped with blankets. These things are like supposed to be blankets, and I'm going to work on that a little bit more. Here they look a little more blankety. Here they've become stiff. I'm going to work on them more to look like blankets again here. I just wanted to get them. I'm kind of like using color to bring out the shapes. Make sure I got all the shapes nailed down. Anyway, so as far as I like this color that I have going here, but and I'm going to try to keep it as the main kind of color of but I have to put the metal in. Because my thought is that these like they live in a wasteland, like a desert or something. Not ice, but probably desert. But it gets cold in the desert, so therefore that's why these things wrapped up. Okay, and they have a blanket and stuff. So I'm gonna go through and this is what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be sitting here just detailing all this out, all this work that I've been doing. I'm just kind of making it. So it's gonna be a long video of me just doing that because I'm not that fast of a worker. So you see, I went in and I did the face a little bit more. Also, one thing about that face is that it was small, and I made it bigger because I didn't like the size of it. It seemed disproportionate. I worked on the long rifle. It's a kind of a tribal long rifle. I put some packs and things in here under the details. I worked in this water bottle a little bit. I'll keep going working. I'm kind of jumping around on things. I'm not for sure what he's wearing here. It's some type of a hide or something. I don't know if it was armor plates. This is a stirrup. This is a knee pad, and right now it kind of looks like it's made out of zebra, which, zebra. I keep saying that. Giraffe. It might be giraffe. I was like, maybe they live and when their animals die, they use the parts. They don't waste anything because they live in this wasteland. And I have some kind of like ornate stuff here because it's like a tribal thing. So anyway, and like I said, I like the idea of more than one of these guys together. So this might be my like go-to, and then I take it and I'm changing around some more to make a group of these guys, or it could just be one. Let me get the one done first, and then I'll make my decision what I'm going to build the background. Because right now it's just basing it off character. So I'm pretty happy with what's going on with the giraffe and everything right now. But like I said, I thought I'd share it with you, what I'm doing. Because I was working and I was like, I should probably record this. This is a good thing for the students to check out. So here we are. So I'm just going, that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to work on details on this. So, and, I'm going to probably be, if I do something, sometimes I change things. I don't always stay with, everything I do is not always the final thing, so don't be surprised if I do something and then change it. Because, I'm making this up as I go. There's no, this has no, that has no, plan to it, really. I'm just going with what image I ended up with, so, So, yeah. So we'll just keep going and see how it works out. Hopefully it works out. I think it will. We're pretty far along now. I think we've got past the dangerous spot. And if worse comes to worse, I can always, speaking of that, saying all that, I should save it. Always save your work. Save as, there you go. So far it's been 2-1, 2-2. Now it's 2-3. I don't even know why it was 2-1 and not just 2. But and 1, I don't know. Just what I went with. I don't know why I do half the stuff I do. I just do it. So like I said, right now I'm just kind of going through here and really trying to pull these shapes out. So this, I need to make it look more like it's fabric. So it's just kind of consists of folds. It's like a blanket type thing. So I might need some references for that. I'll try faking it first, which is it's what I call it when I'm just making stuff up. It's not really faking it, but because it doesn't exist anyway. But what I'm trying to make it look like. So let's see what we can do with that first. If it doesn't look right, I'll stop what I'm doing and get some reference. The only thing is sometimes I feel when you have a good momentum going, and when you stop to have to look for reference for something, it really kind of takes you out of the flow, if you will, design flow. Man, I was enjoying the music I was listening to earlier. I can't even hear this one, but if I play it too loud, it's louder than my voice for the recording. And it's not copyright free, so what I may end up doing is put some headphones on, listen to what I want, and just play this in the background for you. It's just so that you don't have to sit here and look at this video with no sound, because it's long. And it might not be the best music, but it's better than none. Than silence. Okay. This doesn't come out too badly. Still. Okay, so that rifle edge is there on that one. And this is supposed to be the same kind of material here. strapped into each other. And he's got another hand over here that's holding this stirrup. I haven't really done any work on it yet. I need to do that. So, what's the stirrup? So he's gonna have a thumb and his knuckles. His hand comes forward. Let's get the stirrup going through there, yeah. Like that. Because you wouldn't see a lot of his hand. You'd see just enough. And this is just going to be dark in here. These are the, I mentioned this yesterday, the horn of the saddle. Right here. It's kind of like a handle on the saddle. This is the edge of the saddle. When I was originally doing it, because it was black and white, I only had kind of black and white and gray to work with, so I had to kind of just, some stuff I just used white to kind of pull it out and separate it from the background. So now I have the opportunity to use this any color I want. And it's funny, I keep staying with with a tone and not really putting any colors in here. I will. I really like this tone though. It's so cool. I just kind of wanted to stay with this kind of red tone. That's so nice. But it's going to have color in here for, these are the fingers. It's going to have color in here to bring it out. It's got to go around this thing. It's interacting with it. It's with what it's hitting. And it's hitting the saddle horn here. So you kind of gotta take into account for that. I talk a little quiet while I'm working because I'm kind of focused on working. And that music can really overpower the. So hopefully you guys can hear me over the music. Because sometimes I almost mumble. Okay, so the problem is I got too much going on right here. I got this saddle horn. I got his hand. And I got the stirrup all in the same area. And it's really overlapping each other. You don't need to see every single detail. I know that. You know what I mean? So the 2/3 rule, which is, so the 2/3 rule in this particular case would be, hold on, give me 1 second, I'm trying to figure out where so the bend of the saddle would be right there. And this would be another bend. The light's going to reflect off the bends and twists of this. It's going to be light hitting here because it's bending, and light hitting it here because it's bending. Anyway, here the 2/3 rule would apply, as in you could have details on 75% of it could be detailed, and then well, not 75, I'm sorry, I'm not good with math. 2 of the third of it can be detailed. And then you have that other area that's kind of not so detailed. Then your eye will be drawn to the detailed areas. And so use the detailed. So you use it sparingly. Use the focus. Get the focus on the. Let's see, where was his arm be? His arm would actually be coming out over here still. You get the focus on. Use the two of the thirds. Man, I can't think of what that percentage would be. 60%, I guess. Yeah, 65%. No, 70%. There you go. 70% of it could be detailed, and then 30% of it, because I guess that works out to be 2/3. I don't know. My brain is opposite way right now. It's in creative mode, so it's not. I can't function with math at all right now. Sorry. In fact, I think I've done this hand backwards. Let's see here. The thumb would be on top. But if he's holding a strap, the thumb is on top of the strap. Yeah. The thumb would still be on top of the strap, so that's why it looks wrong. Thumb would be on top of the strap. The strap would be over the fingers, though. Okay. See? I was talking about math and I couldn't think enough to do the design right. Okay, so there's the hand. And then the hand would go, the arm would go off this direction. To hold it like that, and I might have to go back here. So, the arm would come in this way. And the blanket would go off on that side around there. So, I just need to get this color here. Okay, so this hand right here has this color on it, and I don't know if it's a glove or a bare hand yet. I hadn't really decided. I kind of just put the hand in there. I hadn't really thought. I was kind of not thinking about it yet, if whether he's barehanded or he's got gloves. I'm assuming that he's going to be wearing gloves, because if it's cold, he's going to wear gloves, right? So this hand would be here. All right, so then this would be the thing. Okay. All right, give me 1 second here. I'm gonna pause the video. All right, I think it's all right. Double click that pause button there. I wasn't for sure if it worked or not. All right, where was I? Okay, so it was his hand on the rein. Okay. Hand on the reins here. So the white is just kind of like the kind of defines the edge of it. All right, and then the white okay. So I'm gonna go with this real light kind of tanny color here. And I'm gonna go kind of just helps define the edge of it. And then as it turns, it's going to catch light, so that's why they kind of have that light on there. All right, so this part right here is going to be, it's turning, is that a turning point? Okay. All right, that should work. All right, so this actually is wrong anyway. So this is the edge of the metal I had on there. I'm going to bring this all together to make it a little bit more defined. It's not even white, it's this kind of not even, it's not, I didn't even use white for the for this. Now there is two schools of thought on this. All right, so painterly and non-painterly. So some absolutely. So painterly is usually what you see, like say you go to the art museum. Usually you're looking at, well, that would make sense, right? You're looking at painterly imagery. Okay. In a painterly image, it's the 2/3 rule, I guess. Going back to that again, kind of applies. I mean, what you're looking at is the paint is usually put on there, and it's all implied light, implied shadows, implied image. So your eye is taking what is given, and it's filling in the details to what you see. Okay, so there's that. Okay, and that's painterly, and it can be absolutely beautiful, and sometimes it looks even better than real life, than realism, photorealism type imagery. And the reason is because your brain made it. I mean, it's like you mentally made that image look that way. I know that sounds weird, but I don't know. Because like the painterly, when you allow your mind to, you kind of leave it for the imagination. It just, you can make it more beautiful with your brain than it actually kind of is. Okay, so painterly, and then photorealistic. Now I like both, and but I've always kind of been, I'll be 100% honest with you, I'm always kind of drawn to photorealism. And the problem with that is I'm not that good at it. I am not good enough to do photorealistic work. 3D work, when you're doing 3D computer imagery, can be very photorealistic. And so the light right here is hitting my light source is going to be coming in from this way. It's just default light source for me is almost always coming in from the top. So that being said, I've got to light everything in this image so the light is coming in from there. So. I don't know what kind of hat this is. It's just some kind of weird multi-layered hat. So I interviewed with Wizards of the Coast a couple of years back, and their feedback for me was they liked my work. However, and this is the rejection. We like what you're doing. However, they wanted more painterly, and I'll admit I'm not really painterly. I am more about I'm not photorealistic either. But I kind of I need to relax and let things be more implied in my work sometimes. Sometimes I'm just get too caught up in the details of it and everything. So, yeah. So I didn't get the job with working with Wizards of the Coast because of that, and I haven't had an opportunity to interview with them since then. I need to do that. I need to get back out to San Diego and interview with them. So anyway, okay. So all right, so that's that. See, like right now, even with this, like, so I'm going in and I'm kind of fixing my pulling it all out, kind of locking down the imagery, and at the same time things I liked better before I did that. So sometimes some of it I've already lost the magic that I had here earlier. So I don't know. Okay, so let's see here. So we got the rifle. We've got I don't like the hand. I really don't. But one reason is I like this hand better. This hand's very more implied, though. This hand, the reason I don't like it is because it's actually too large. It's too big for what's supposed to be going on there. So let's see if I can fix it. That helped a little bit, but it literally is too big, I think, as far as scale-wise. So, because if you look at this is going to be darker here because it's recessing back into under everything else. I need to push it back with the dark, the shadowing. So, just, yeah. So, hold on a second. I'm going to pause my video. Okay, I'm back. All right. So let's jump back into this. All right, my pen. All right. I haven't even gotten into using any of the other colors yet. I'm still just kind of working with the initial colors. So I guess this person doesn't have any gloves on. Is it gonna go no gloves? Gonna go no gloves. And this, what we're doing here is this is just little reflections off of the rifle parts. Okay. Alright, I know I gotta work on that blanket some more. I am not happy at all with that blanket, but it's okay. So this one here is this like armor plating he has on, kind of a plate, and then he's got this. It looks like zebra. Zebra. I keep saying zebra. It looks like giraffe. And maybe it is. Maybe they use use all parts of the animal and they recycle this. So maybe I'll leave that alone. Something about it looks kind of cool. I don't know. And this would be the water bottle. The kind of water bottle that got to hang in here. The liquid that's in it. So this is the water bottle. Okay, and this is the bedroll. He's got kind of a bedroll here. Probably gonna color all this stuff with another color. This is like a box or something. Yeah, just a box, like a pack box or something with a kind of a thing on it. These are just some extra packaging. This is part of the saddle. All right, so these are just things hanging on the saddle. So this is the stirrup. So this part is metal. So this part is going to be. And the stirrup. Yeah, the stirrup comes up to here. So. Alright, and then it has the strap that comes over here. So the stirrup. Make this the strap. I mean, this blanket is gonna have to go. The blanket will be affected by the strap. I don't know where the strap connects to. It must connect to the. Probably connects here, so it probably connects somehow to the saddle. I don't know. I don't really. I should probably research that. Figure out where that connects to, but. But it's going to go under his boot. And then his boot. His boot's gonna come in. I definitely think these are giraffe boots. I really like the idea that they're made out of giraffe. He's riding a giraffe with giraffe boots. Put a little texturing on his boot. And then this thing is... This is the... I guess it's got to go like this. The strap. I'm sure that's wrong. Let me see how a stirrup looks. Oh, stirrup. I have a statue. Picture of the statue here. Stirrups on it. It doesn't show. I could look it up. Oops. Close the wrong thing. I mean, it looks right there, but this is the part I don't know. So off screen on my other thing, I'm gonna look up riding stirrup. Okay, I'm looking at pictures of them, but I need to know how they connect to the saddle. Okay, so here's so it looks like it literally comes. That is right. It actually does go in front of the leg. Huh. Huh. Yeah. The picture I'm looking at, it's a web picture, so I can't copy it, but it does go in front of the leg. Wow. That seems so weird. Like it's not a good design, but I guess it works. Because I've been using it for a long time. So, that's what it does. It goes up here and connects. Well, technically in theirs it connected in here, but in this one it's gonna connect up here. It's just gonna do this. I don't know. It's just gonna. In ours, it's gonna do this. It's close enough. I'm sure some giraffe rider will let me know I did it wrong. Oh wait, there's no giraffe riders. Okay, then I did however I want, because it's a giraffe saddle stirrup, so you can ride it however you want. When you ride a giraffe, you wear the stirrups any way you want. That's gonna be the thing. Okay, so all right. So we'll just leave it at that. We'll just put some little things here, and it'll connect it by a loop. Make a loop here, and the belt's gonna be on the loop. So the loop will be made out of metal, and the metal loop is going to go there, and then this thing, piece of leather, a leather strap, a box of straps. He made an Iron Man suit out of a box of straps. No, scraps. Scraps, not straps. Oh. We still made an Iron Man suit out of a box of scraps. Okay. So the boot design for the zebra boots, or gee, that's a zebra again. For the giraffe boots, boots are made from giraffe. So I guess that's to remind the giraffe, you screw up, you'll be made into a set of boots. You screw up and I'll wear you as boots. So, yeah. So that was kind of, that design element was more or less a kind of a happy accident because, this is supposed to be curved here, not straight. Because, yeah. It's just the way the colors ended up. It just sort of ended up looking like it was made out of, kind of looked like it was made out of, giraffe. So it is. There you go. Alright, so that's not going to be that white. It's actually going to be it's going to be a brown, but it's just for the moment. I'm just using it to kind of figure that shape out. So this shape will be this blanket, and I'm going to go ahead and kind of break it up a little bit so it's look like it's a type of a burlap or something. So, yeah, it's like a burlap blanket. And then back here, it's getting kind of so I'm going to back out a little bit so I can make sure to do this right. So, okay, yeah, so he's got armor here. He's got this color here, so reproduce that. I lost some music. There it goes. Alright, so, yep, let's keep working. I have no idea how long this video is now because I stopped it a few times. So I totally lost all idea of how long the video might be. So, if you get bored of watching it, come back and finish watching it later. Or whatever, don't watch it anymore. To you. I'm doing this anyway, so I figured I would share while I'm working with you so that you could see how I'm maybe kind of inspire you, maybe help you out. Remember, this all came from just making scribble silhouettes. For character design. So, and then from that, I ended up just liking the character enough that I wanted to work on it some more. So, put a strap on here. This is going to be the top of this bag. This bag's going to be kind of. So I'm just kind of. I don't know what this is. It's just something sticking up back here. This is a box of some sort. I don't know. This is a thing. This is a thing here. I don't know what those are. They're just things that he's got stacked up back there. Oh, actually, you know what? This should have been here. Yeah. That's the blanket roll. So. That one is going to need the color of that. There we go. Because it's the bedroll. And it's got a tie down here, so once again it pulls in a little bit and then it pulls back out again. This color will be this color because I don't want it to be too bright. This is because the light's going to reflect off the the folds of the bedroll as it gets kind of twisted up there to go around this tie that ties it down. And then these are the edges of it. Yeah, so. Okay. Yeah, that looks like it's tied down, right? Okay. This is the edge of this kind of satchel. Okay. We have no idea what this is. This is just a random thing back here. Type of supplies. I don't know. This, I think, is going to be have a design on it. This looks like a design on it already, but I don't know if this design will be confusing. This blanket, I think it is. I think I should just go ahead and make it not that design. Because I feel like that's too geometrical, and it makes it look like something's geometrical on the blanket. So instead, I need this shadow color. I want it dark. Oops. I want it dark, but I don't want it. I'm trying to keep the colors uniform enough, so I'm trying not to introduce any like true black. There's black in here, but if I can limit the amount of like true black. I know there's a lot of it. You're like, well, what? You're a little bit late for that, aren't you? Like, yeah, but I'm trying to eliminate the amount of true black in it and go with this kind of a lesser black. That way when I do the black, it punches up better. Okay. And then kind of mix this color in here and then make it look like it's burlap as well, just like the other one was. Now, then, this design here, maybe this design here is incorporated again. You know what I mean? Because like a little bit of ornamentation there. It just kind of adds a little bit of element of something, you know? So, okay. Because this can be just a burlap. It's fine. It can be like a burlappy type situation, even though maybe it's woven out of something. Maybe it's softer than it appears. But maybe it's kind of an armor too. Maybe it's so. Maybe it's got a kind of a toughness to it. When it's interwoven, it kind of adds kind of a. Not only does it kind of bring in the edges, even though this is leather, it's supposed to be kind of a leather. It's gonna have edges on it that hit the light. So this over here is going to be much darker than it is. It's got to be, because it's just, I want it to be there. You're going to see the edges. So we're going to have a little bit of, but it's really. This is going to kind of be, you're going to kind of see a little bit here because it's hanging open a little bit. There you go. Okay. These weird string kind of thing. I don't know. It's just, it helps keep the bag closed. I don't even know what it is. But we're gonna put a little couple. This is leather, but we'll put some stitching on it. And then the light will reflect off these stitches. Yeah, I don't need a lot of them, maybe because maybe the bag was fixed right here at this point. You know? Maybe it had to fix a tear or something that was in the bag. So it was sewn up a little bit right there. And just things like that, you know, it adds something to it. Bring this bag so the shadow of the bag is there, and it reflects off the weave. Okay, so this is here was the thing that was under. So this, what I'm going to have to do with this is it's going to have to come up here, and it's going to stick a little bit off of the body of the giraffe, because I want, well, it's going to be, so we'll do a little bit of giraffe coloration in here. Okay. Work that out in a second. That's going to be. Okay, make this thing kind of frayed looking. Alright, so this is the giraffe. This is thigh, I think, in there. Alright, so I'll figure that out in 1 second. So, the strap. I forgot about this. This is the strap that holds the harness on. I forgot about this thing. So I'm going to fix it right now. Because how else is it held on to the giraffe? You notice I did not say zebra? Yeah, finally, right? How long is it taking me to remember what I'm making here? not a zebra. A giraffe. Okay, so. Okay, and then it's going to be. And then it's got the harness. I'm just gonna put. Actually, technically, I don't think you'd be able to see this, but we're just gonna pretend you can. In our harness, you can see it. And it's got a strap right here. I'm just gonna, because I want this thing to look like it actually works. And if it was going to work, it would have to be like this. There's just no other way. It would be slightly off from that edge, but I want the white on there so that it kind of pops it off. Okay. Buckle. Kind of large. This will have light reflecting on this edge because the leather is bending right there. Now, the edge of the hole will look like that, and we'll have a couple of them. So, looks like this is very adjustable. Those are the punch holes. So. And this will be a little bit rounded because it's on the underside of the giraffe. Okay, there you go. So that's his harness is connected, and the harness is supposed to be black. I'll thin that edge out a little bit there. So. I don't know what's going on here, but we're gonna make sure that that's all the way it's supposed to be. Oh, I see what that was. Okay. That was this. Okay, so that's correct. You need to have the edge here, but I need to make it darker because it's going under the edge of this thing. So it is there, but it's and right here too. It's got to be a little bit kind of shadowed by the stirrup. This is going to be shadowed by and then the stirrup strap is going to make a shadow, and then this is going to be shadowed in here. Because it's not getting any light. Okay. And this overlaps this piece. So the shadowing is there. Shadowing. For the strap is going to make a shadow. Okay. The layers build. Okay, so what is this? This is the old edge of that thing, sorry. The old edge of that leather strap thing. Okay. This boot. Okay. Alright, so his giraffe boots. Man. What a bastard. He wears giraffe boots. That poor giraffe. Not only does he ride the poor giraffe, then he wears boots made out of a dead one. This guy. I'll tell you what. Okay, so his pants gotta be a little darker because there you go. Alright, so that works. Then this is gotta be darkened here so that it pops off of away from the giraffe boots. And then this can be reflecting light here. Some type of armor. Just kind of continue it on there. Okay, so at the edge of it. Has to have let's be darker there, and this has to have some shadowing there on the edge of it, and it pops this gun thing off anyway, so you can see it better. Shadowing from the gun. These are some kind of just like decoration things here. I don't know what they're. All right, so he's got giraffe boots. Some type of armor here. Okay. His hands, he's got this control thing. Put a little bit of highlights on the edge of this control thing. And I'll pop this up to white so that we get the really got a glow on this thing. This control pad thing. Okay. And then the light will really off that armor, so we know it's armor. Okay, we know that's metal now, and then this will be light's gonna really hit this edge here, so we know this is metal too. Let the light kind of reflect off of this a little bit. Maybe it has some kind of dents or something from previous battles. Alright, so not bad. So we gotta get the so far. So he's still very monochromatic wise. I like it, but I know that it should not be that way. I know we need some pop colors. But let me put this metal in here. Put the metal shards on his paws. Finish his fur. And then we'll start putting the pop colors in here. So like little red here and there. Just to like. Otherwise, it's not bad. Okay. Do we make more of these guys? I think that's a thing we can do, but right now we'll just get the one guy done, and then I'll go on from there. Because this guy is our template, if you will. This is our template. He's going to be the template for... This is the armor here. This is the... Anyway, he's going to... Oh, that's why. I was like, what's going on? He's going to be the template for all of our other giraffe riders here. I have no idea what that music's doing. I can't even hear it. It's probably going to be really loud on the... If it's like usual, it'll be really, really, really entirely loud on the video. So, I hope it's not bad. Because I can't hear it. And I'm sure... Who knows what it sounds like. I can hear a little bit of boop bop, beep bop, boop beep, boop beep, boop beep, boop boop thing going on. So it probably is not. It probably doesn't sound good right now. It doesn't sound like a good mix to me, but we'll see. Okay, so I'm changing this from this coppery color to the metal. And the light's got to come hit it right there. Good old smudge tool. Smudge tool. Smudge tool lets you makes it look like oil paint. Yeah, if you'd asked me, well, not this morning, because this morning I already had this. So, but if you asked me a day or so ago when I was scribbling, I think it was yesterday that I made this. Yeah, yesterday I pulled this shape out of this guy. Anyway, but if you'd asked me about giraffe riding. Nomadic warriors or something, I'd be like, what? That's crazy. Trust me, I would have thought of this. This is all as a result of the shape. There you go. It's all from that shape. Pulling the shape, finding the shape from pulling the Alright, and it's got to come in with a little bit of this darkness. Okay. So just like areas of light on metal, especially armor, you're gonna get areas of like kind of areas of really dark and then areas of not so dark. And metal can be pretty extreme in the way it reflects light. So don't assume that it's gray, because really, if you go in assuming that it's gray, you will be wrong. It's not gray. It's I got a lot of that red still in here. I'm trying to get rid of it, but it looks so nice. I hate to get rid of it. I think that's enough. I got rid of enough of it. Okay. Just come in and throw in a couple little spots. Oops. That's dark, so that's okay. I didn't ruin anything. I can fix it. Just do this a little darker. Make it a little bit darker here. And a little bit darker where the... Okay. And then a little bit of blending. There you go. And then this is what I wanted to do. Just hit the little points where the light's really reflecting on it. A couple little bright spots. There you go. That's the way you make some metal armor on a giraffe. Okay, so he's got his chest armor. He's got his helmet. Poor giraffe. He looks miserable. Look at this guy, and the giraffe's got nicer armor than him. He's got a big funky hat on and blankets, which I gotta work on those blankets a little bit more. Now, the giraffe legs. Okay. Alright. The giraffe legs. Okay. I was thinking about this. Let me save it before I start screwing with it too much. Okay. So here's my thing. Here's my jam. What I'm thinking about this giraffe leg. Now the pictures I have of giraffes, the legs are pretty straight. They're not really bent. But I feel like it's a little too straight. Just a little bit. So I feel like this one, I kind of like this one the way it is. But in a weird way, I feel like in place. Free transform. Let's move this pivot point way up here. Let's see what I can do with it. Like it's... Yeah, I don't know why that kind of looks better. But even that, I think we're going to go one more cut. We're going to cut at the knee. That piece to go below the other ones. Yeah, perfect. And then I'm going to do my free transform and put the pivot point at the knee again. Yeah, I think that looks better. I don't know why. Okay, and then this leg, maybe this leg. Is this the overall draft? No, that's that one. So you can come up here. This one. Under the blanket again. Edit. Cut. Paste in place. Edit, free transform. Okay. I think that looks better, maybe. Let's see this one again then. This one. like it's supporting the weight a little bit differently. Does that look weird? I can't tell. Let's see what happens when I put the hammer down. No, just kidding. There's no hammer to put down. That's just what I fill in the black back here. No, I like it. Because now it looks like he's standing there. This one, it kind of looked like he was walking. His back legs look like they're walking, but at the same time, he didn't look like his front legs were walking. So, I don't know. There's something, I like both poses, really. But, we'll just go with this one right now. Okay. Alright, there you go. Okay, so now... If I have to cut the feet again, I will. Cut the legs off, I will, but I think this fine. Okay, edit. We're committing. I don't know if it's a good idea or not. Okay, so the tail. Yeah, I think the tail's fine. Okay. So, I think that works. Alright, so now I just gotta go in here and smooth out my giraffe. Probably gonna bring in the reference for this one again. It's, the giraffe legs. And maybe this is that'll be the key to everything when I smooth this bad paint job out on this. Maybe this will make the big difference. This was the metal. Remember, these are space giraffes, so that's my excuse if they don't look right. They're space giraffes. What? That's what you know what a space giraffe looks like? Okay, then that's what they look like. That's exactly what space giraffes look like. Don't question me again. Until you can come to me and tell me that you know better what a space giraffe looks like than I do. Okay. Alright, so I'm just kind of making these swirly giraffe kind of shapes here. I don't think it's working, but it was a try. I thought maybe it might work. Go ahead and just spend the time and make giraffe-like appendages now. Okay, so I have these giraffe foot armor. I think that actually works. to be honest with you, this giraffe swirls, not that bad. All right. So, bring up my reference, my giraffe paint, and we're pretty close to being done with this. So just go in and work a little bit more on that blanket, because I actually like this blanket better than this one, but it's fine. Let me get these giraffe spots in here. So, bring up my giraffe reference. There we go. Jeffrey, oops, wrong giraffe. I moved the wrong giraffe. There we go. Right, so it looks like his colors are the largest in the chest area, and then they get smaller and lighter as it goes down. So, therefore, I'm going to grab this color. Oops, I'm on the wrong picture. Oh, it didn't work. This color right here. And I'm going to save it too, by the way. Before I screw it up. There you go. Alright, so let's come in here. I got the color I wanted. Alright, let's come in here and bring the giraffe color in. And then I'm going to put the dark, see, because this will be the light. His light color. And I'll put in the dark. So it's implied back there. See it? Okay. I really like what I just did there with the implied. Okay, so now gotta reproduce that. Okay. There's no right or wrong, because generally every giraffe is different. I mean, I know Toys R Us is, well, hopefully they're well, supposedly they're reopening Toys R Us. I'm so happy about that. But anyway, Jeffrey Giraffe, which was the main character, mascot character, I guess it's a mascot, for Toys R Us, he didn't even have spots, I don't think. I think he had very few, if any. He's mostly orange. So. Got kind of these geometric patterns on them. Interesting how geometric they really are, too. All right, we got a pretty successful giraffe, I think. Okay, yep, that works. Okay. All right, so just gonna use that color. Yeah, the darkened color here. Okay. All right, that works. All right, and actually though, now I kind of feel like the legs and the chest look pretty good. I kind of feel like I need to bring in that lighter color up in the neck a little bit more. So I guess I can. I liked the dark, but that's fine. We can bring that color in. Okay. There we go. We got ourselves a genuine space zebra that a zebra rider rides. All right, so that worked pretty well. I'm going to save it because I'm happy with that. What's worse now, the boots look like they're made from young zebra. Even worse. I'm just digging a hole for this guy. I'm making it worse for this guy. He's like, what? What? You are my maker. Why are you making it worse for me? He's got really light colors here. There's a nostril, so bring some of those in. Okay, there you go. Why are you making it worse for me, Matt? For creator. Because I am not a nice creator. I am a mean creator. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I think I shouldn't have done that. It's that one spot. There it goes. There it goes. Alright, this is a little bit lighter, it's fine. But I got that one spot was just too bright. It just looked kind of crazy. I'm kind of like thinking now, like putting this a little bit brighter, like a little bit lighter bright, where the light's hitting you. So. Okay. Alright, so the light's hitting his foot or whatever. Because he's got, apparently they're really, just now noticed that there's like really white around their feet. Okay. Alright. Okay. So then that being said, this is metal. So I need to brighten it up. And I'm coming with the black. Kind of add the dark to the metal. And then I'll use the blend to kind of pull the metal color. Hopefully that reads as a metal shod there, hopefully. I don't know. That's what it is. Okay. Alright. Looks pretty good. So what I'm going to do now, save it. Save. And then I'm going to start putting that color splashes in here. So let's go for these color splashes. So what's the color splash? He's darkening his folds of his blankety thing here. And this should be a little darker here because it's this kind of under flip layer. I don't know. It's like a multi-hat thing. It's very stylish for the giraffe riders. I don't know. He's a stylish giraffe rider, apparently. All the cool giraffe riders use these big hats. Okay, so. So and then this is this kind of the sleeves of his what makes it such a big brush? I don't know. Make this brush smaller. By the way, if you're wondering, because I do have these questions, and that was a strange question. I never asked anybody about this, but I've had students ask me before, what brush am I using? This is kind of my default brush I'm using right here, and it really it's just the round brush that comes with Photoshop. It's like the default round Photoshop brush. I tweaked it very slightly with I'll go ahead and show you what tweaks I did, but it's not very tweaked at all, to be honest with you. I think I just went in and put, I don't even know what I did to it, to be honest with you. It wasn't much of anything. If you care, you're probably like, I don't care what kind of brush you're using. You're not doing good work, so. Which is true. I'm doing okay work. So. This is not the best ever. See, if you leave a little bit of room to put the pop blacks in there, it helps. Okay, because trust me. Okay, so that's like that's just a little totally dark area there. There's no light hitting in there. There's no light in some of these spots. So. Okay. There's no light. There's no light. All right, so yeah, I'm not happy with what? Well, I am not happy with this blanket thing. I liked it at first, but I'm not happy with it now. I kind of want to take it off. I kind of want to get rid of it. I like everything else so much that I want to get rid of that blanket now. Let me save it. File. Save as. All right, I don't know how long this video is. I really probably should stop it. It's probably 2 hours long or something. Alright, I'll stop the video and then I'll start another one. You can watch it later if you don't want to watch it. Stop this one.